I'm happy to be here from the British Virgin Islands, which is just a short hop across the waters. So we're hoping that if you have a spare day, an extra day, just hop across. It's only our boat ride away. What's going on in the British Virgin Islands? We have had for us what we consider a very exciting year in tourism in the British Virgin Islands. Our first quarter reports, we've been able to get statistics through our DPU, and our first quarter results we've been very happy with them. We're showing an overall increase of over 10% in overall arrivals. We're especially excited about our hotel partners and our hotel properties because they've been showing increases as well, and they're all looking forward to a fabulous 2014-2015 season. What's new in the BVI? Please, at your leisure, go to bvifoodfest.com. That's bvifoodfest.com. The BVI is launching a major culinary program. We've not really been known for culinary in the Caribbean, but the BVI is indeed a mecca for culinary. It's very varied. We have all types of cuisines, but what we want to embrace is the BVI and Caribbean local cuisine. In the BVI, here we talk a lot about farm to table. In the BVI, we talk about sea to table. Our fishermen are wonderful. They bring the fresh catches in, and our signature event during our culinary month will be the Anegada Lobster Fest. It's an activity that we launched last year, and actually it was as a suggestion from a line employee at the BVI Tourist Board. And we were able to drive a significant amount of traffic to the island of Anegada. It's the only island in the British Virgin Islands that's coral formation with a maximum elevation of 29 feet. So it's an island that's completely ringed by beaches. So we were able to drive traffic to that island and have persons look at the tourism product in Anegada that is a bit different from the rest of the British Virgin Islands. That particular event takes place over the weekend, the last weekend in November, which is really Thanksgiving weekend in the US. We were able to have all of the hotels filled in Anegada last year, and we're looking for lots more participation and lots more visitors this year. It takes the form of what we like to say is a food scavenger hunt with 8 participating restaurants where they offer lobster sample dishes. There's music, and it gives visitors an opportunity to tour Anegada and to look at the nature that's there. What's new in Anegada, as well as a property called the Anegada Beach Club. It's a very small property located on the northern end of the island. And this year, they started with 12 units. And this year, in time for the Lobster Festival, they're going to be adding 8 beachfront tents. These are luxury tents, which are similar in style to the Bedouin tents that are done in teak, and they're going to be right on the beach, offering a very different type of experience in the British Virgin Islands. We're known as a luxury product within the Caribbean, and to that end, a lot of our luxury properties are taking their game up a notch in order to remain competitive. Rosewood Little Dix Bay is the signature property in the British Virgin Islands, and it's celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. This property was actually the precursor to tourism in the British Virgin Islands and was conceived by Lawrence Rockefeller. So we're continuing the legacy. Most of you would know that the British Virgin Islands, we tag ourselves as nature's little secrets. Yes, we're different, we're not for everyone. And that's a tag that we would like to maintain. We also see ourselves as a true island hopping destination. We have over 60 islands, islets, rocks, and keys. And we like to say that you can wake up and have breakfast on one island, lunch at another, dinner at another, and make it back to a different island or to another island in that same day without any sort of hassles. We have an extensive ferry system which operates. There are ferries even from Tortola to Virgin Gorda at night, so you can conceivably stay on Tortola or Virgin Gorda and have dinner. We always talk about challenges with airlift. Yes, we know that airlift tends to be a concern, but what we've tried to do in the British Virgin Islands is to work with what we have. We do recognize that we have a small airport, small runway. Our government is working vigorously so that we can extend the airport. In the meantime, we do have to take steps to get our visitors to BVI. We've been working a lot with Seaborne Airlines as well as Cape Air to provide service from the San Juan and St. Thomas Gateway. Coming from the Eastern Caribbean, our main reliance has been on LIAT. Out of concerns from our US or UK market, there's been a challenge with the layover times in Antigua for a UK visitor. So we've moved aggressively with one of our local carriers, VI Airlink, and I'm happy to report that we will be providing nonstop service from Antigua to Tortola twice weekly starting October 31st. We are headed out to the UK and at the beginning of October for a 4-city roadshow to help to promote this service, as we do maintain an office in the UK. So we do have a cruise development going on. We're very excited about that as well, and we hope to have that project substantially complete by 2015. It will increase numbers to BVI destination. And again, we recognize that the visitor needs more than sun, sand, and sea. We're working extremely hard at developing additional attractions for the visitor, because the visitor that's traveling now is looking for more of an experience. They want to be able to go back home and say that, I experienced the BVI as a local would experience, so that they have a story to tell. So as I said, we're very excited about the food festival. We're bringing in celebrity chefs. The only island in the Caribbean to be named in the top 10 islands in the world, also by Travel and Leisure. So we're very excited about that accolade, and we find that a lot of it has to do in the British Virgin Islands with the friendliness of the people there. We tend to score very high on the scale of friendliness in the Caribbean. As a last note, we're very excited about our personal concierge greeter service, which is a service we piloted starting in May. And this service is available here in St. Thomas. We've been finding that upwards of 40% of our overnight visitors come through the St. Thomas Gateway. So we've initiated a greeter service. We have a BVI representative in the airport and as well one at the seaport. It is on hiatus right now because it's quiet, but we expect to roll it out in full November 15th. I'll now open for any questions that you might have about the destination.
Yes, hi. You mentioned that Peter Island, Guano Island, and Lambert Beach are upgrading their rooms. Can you give me any dates on when this will be ready for prime time?
Peter Island is an ongoing project. They expect the entire project to be completed by mid-2015, but their room upgrade, from what we've been told, and is running on schedule, is supposed to be completed by mid-December. Guana Island should be finished by mid-December as well. Rosewood Little Licks Bay, their project is a bit more extensive, and is expected to last an overall 2 years. So they have been doing theirs in stages. They've already completed a renovation on the treehouse cottages, which were 14 units that were the original room at Little Licks Bay when they opened in the 60s. They've upgraded those to full suites. Lambert Beach, again, is that one is ongoing. It is a villa property type development, so they're going unit by unit. That one should be completed by next year. The property in Anegada, they should be completed by the end of November.
Okay, Beverly is at BVI Radio. I have two questions. BVI has been promoted as a wedding destination, but recently there has been a drop in that. Can you speak to why it's been a drop and what you're doing to regain that market, to see further increases? And also, can you tell us what else has been done to enhance the Anegada Lobster Festival?
Okay, as it relates to weddings, the statistics that I have seen that show a drop in five weddings, which, yes, it is a drop, but that can be attributed to many different factors. What are we doing at the BVI Tourist Board? We are working more closely with the wedding providers in the BVI, as well as with the wedding registry. I'm being a new director, well, not new, this is my second year into it, but what we found out is that government relaxed the residency requirement to 24 hours. However, it was not marketed in the wedding industry circles. We are now, we have a program that we'll be launching in November with the KNOT. That's a major wedding publication and online resource guide for weddings. In fact, we have someone from that organization coming into the BVI to conduct an educational with the BVI team. We are as well attending a few more wedding showcases, and are also involved with mywedding.com, also an online resource. To enhance Lobster Festival, we learned a lot last year, since it was our first event. In fact, there's a meeting with the Anegada restaurants that are participating this week. Because I guess because it was a new event, the restaurants were not completely prepared for the volume of persons. Anegada has a population of about 400 or 500, and we put over 1,000 people by our records by ferry onto that island for the weekend. So it was a bit overwhelming. So we're going to be working directly with the properties, the restaurants. A BVI Tourist Board employee will be physically stationed at each location. We're going to have staff on board the ferries as well to provide additional information. We've been working with all of the different government agencies as well. Because we noticed that there were certain things that we could do better, and as my mother always says, if you could do better, do better. So we've been working with with Port Authority, so that they have someone on the ground, because there was an influx of ferries. We're working with national parks as well, so that we can showcase Anegada to the best of our ability.
Yeah, I understand that your destination is very big on yachting. Do you have a yachting school or classes for visitors to learn how to
Sunsail?
Yes, in fact, the yachting companies, both Sunsail and Moorings, they tend to conduct orientation courses. At the college itself, HLSCC, there is a maritime school, and they do conduct periodic classes. It is a section of the industry, of course, that we would of course like to encourage more, more BVI landers to become involved in that side of the industry.
And those classes are open to visitors, to tourists?
The ones at the college, I don't think so. The ones for Sunsail and Moorings, they're open to their persons who are coming to sail with them. But what you mentioned gives an opportunity.
You can't sign up for a weekend cooking class. You can't sign up for a weekend
Sailing.
class.
The only area that I know, and I would have to research that, I couldn't give you a definitive answer. Bitter End Yacht Club, they tend to do some sailing initiatives with their smaller boats, but I don't know if they last, for a week.
Okay, we have to move on to the next presenter, but you are free to share on the side and ask for any questions you want to ask.
Yes, I'm available. I'm here the entire week, so I can just give you my card, or you can simply drop me an email. But I'm happy to have had the opportunity to share with you a little bit about what we're doing in the British Virgin Islands. Thank you.
Thank you so much.